All right, we've got some content that's coming from Twitter by the page Colin Rugg. It says the wife of Ghost Adventure star Erin Goodwin breaks down in tears as her husband rips her apart in court for trying to kill him.
Your Honor, for 7 years I thought I was in the most loving relationship and marriage with my best friend. Someone who I trusted whole heart and laughed with every day. Someone who made me feel like I was her one and only. I was loyal to her and did whatever I could to make her happy. I thought we were something very special, and so did everyone else. After finding out she was cheating on me in September of last year with multiple men, including the man going by the name Vincent, who turned out to be Grand Amato, I gave her the option of divorce, or we could try to work it out, because I loved her so much.
Nah, absolutely not.
She felt so bad, and I didn't want to lose me. Every day she made me feel more special, and she was so sorry. At least that's what she told me. Now discovering she put a hit out to kill me more than once. Got blackmailed and spent almost all our savings to keep it quiet.
All right, let me pause it right there. This lady put out a hit out on her husband because she was cheating. She was so ashamed of somebody finding out what she did and the backlash, and she tried to get him taken out multiple times. It was bad enough that she did it once, but she was repeatedly following up like, yo, is it done yet? You still ain't get him yet? This dude said, okay, you cheated on me. Let's work this out or we can divorce. It's your choice. Obviously, he wasn't advised by me because I would have told him respect himself as a man. And what do these people think is going to happen? You're going to prison. They're going to find out that it was you. You're not a mastermind about to pull off a higher plot. By the way, hitmen are not real, at least in the way that we think. I listened to this podcast called Darknet Diaries. It's about hackers and cybercrime. One of the recent stories was about hiring hitmen on the dark web. And it's a myth. Like, they did a full investigation, tried to hire them, tried to see what they were going to do. The Continental doesn't exist. And you can't just have someone John Wick your loving husband because you don't want to be embarrassed for cheating. Then you're sitting up there crying like you're the victim.
And fell more in love with Amato. They even got spiritually married. And now I was called the first husband. They talked until she was arrested. And she sought his help to kill me. Sorry. This has led me to fear my life. I've hired armed security for weeks, not knowing it was over or not. Always looking over my shoulder and having to go through therapy and even trying to understand any of it. It's like a heartbreak no one should go through in life. I can't trust anything anymore. I cry every day. I feel so alone. She grew me into a person I never was. I will always wonder why. But worst of all, she lied to me every day. I didn't know about any of the murder plot, the hitman, or the blackmail until the detectives told me after she was arrested. Now behind bars, she's trying to manipulate through lawyers and trying to silence me and not come here today. So I wouldn't be standing. In honor, Your Honor, this person over here, I don't know at all. Not one bit. The fact that this person did all this to me with no worry, no care, or love in her heart for me.
Wow.
I will never feel the same. I will never feel safe or be the same because of what she did. Especially when she gets out one day. She claims she's remorseful now that she's been caught. But there at no time before did she ever try to stop this from happening.
Let me pause it right there. This lady, she went out and got married spiritually to this other dude. What does that even mean? Who sanctioned that? Who's been guiding you spiritually on doing all of this stuff, including trying to get your husband taken out? Just went to call him the first husband, like he's a throwaway. And she definitely tried to dispose of him. And she drained their savings because she was being blackmailed. So this dude lost his wife because Vincent was putting her through the mattress. You took her back and tried to work out the marriage. And then she went to Liam Neeson and sent him after you and stole your money. This is a Lifetime movie. He's up here hiring armed security because he doesn't know if somebody is going to ever come back to cash in that favor for that money that she's been paying. And she's sitting up here crying. Don't cry now. You got to stand on the consequences of the decision that you made. Let's finish this up. We got about a little under a minute left. Let's finish this up.
She tried to have me killed. She gave my location to people. Truly believed we were trying. I truly believe with people she truly believed were going to harm me. She even asked for the updates on the murder. And this was all when I was just a loving husband. I thought, whether she got minimum or maximum time, I still won't feel safe whenever she's released. I feel like this deserves prison time. I don't know. So just leave it in your hand, Your Honor. Thank you.
All right, that's the clip. And it looks like this was his victim impact statement where he gets to tell the judge how this affects him. A lot of times judges will use the victim impact statement and it'll affect sentencing just a little bit. As of right now, what we know is she has to serve 36 to 90 months. That's 3 years to 8.5 years. If you ask me, it's not enough time. She's sitting up here crying. People will do stuff to you and play the victim. So she's sitting up here crying as if she didn't, if she's not the cause for all of this stuff transpiring. You went and broke up your happy home. At least it was happy for him until you tried to John Wick him. They were only married for 3 years, from 2022 until 2025. And she just tried to do this plot in 2024 before she got caught and arrested earlier this year. Did you think that you were going to do this and then run away with his money or something? You got to know that when stuff like this happens, the first person that they look at is the spouse. They're already going to come to you and you can't hold water. Look, you sitting up here crying. But luckily you got caught before the damage that you were looking to do was actually inflicted. So you're going where you need to go. I think you should have gotten even more time than 3 to 8.5 years. Those are my thoughts. If you like the video, subscribe to me back here for the next conversation. And if you have something to say, let the world know. This is the place for discourse. Until next time, peace.